In this video, we're going to look at how to import questions into the quiz module in Moodle using a thing called the gift format. Now, to do this, I would have a few different things open. I would have a browser open with your Moodle site in, and also have a web page in Moodle called gift format. Now, what we do is do a search for moodle.org, a plus sign, and gift format. And this should take you through to this page. So you've got gift format at the top. And what this does, this will show us different syntax for inputting the gift format, and we can copy and paste it into a notepad file, and we can then edit that. So we'll show you how to do that. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to scroll down this page until I get to the question format examples. And I can choose the most basic one here is the multi-choice. And I'm just going to highlight this area here. So this is the example question they've given. Who's buried in Grant's tomb? Equals Grant, tilde no one. This little squiggle sign is called a tilde. Tilde Napoleon, tilde Churchill, tilde Mother Teresa. So I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to open up a notepad file. And I'm just going to paste that into Notepad. Okay, so if you analyze this question, we've got the question at the start. And then we've got a set of curly brackets, equals Grant. Now anything after the equals sign is the correct answer. And then anything after the tilde sign is the wrong answers. So if I change this question to something that's relevant to just that I do, I can say which of these is an activity in Moodle. And let's say as my correct answer, I'm going to put quiz. And I can put some wrong answers in there. So we'll say files, administration, and say grades. And if we don't want to have 4 wrong answers and we just want to have 4 options, we can delete Mother Teresa, or you can add in as many as you want in there. Okay, so this is our question ready. So if we now go to File and save this, I'll go to Save As. It needs to be saved as a text document, and I'm just going to call it Gift Import. Now, I've already got one there, so I can just replace that file. And what I want to do now is go into my Moodle site. And I'm going to add it into my question bank. You could add it into a quiz, going through any quizzes that are live on the site, but I'm going to go into questions in the administration panel. And it'll take us into this section. Now I'm doing this into a blank category. And along the top here, you should have a tab that says Import. So I'm going to choose Import, and then I'm going to choose Gift Format. And then scroll down. And I'm going to find my file. Okay, because I'm going to select this file that we saved before. And we can now click to upload this file. And we can see there it said parsing questions from import file, importing one question from file. Which of these is an activity in Moodle? I can click continue. And we can see question types in there. It's a multiple choice question type because that's the symbol for multiple choice. And if I now have a preview of that question, we can see there which of these is an activity in Moodle. If I choose grades, it's come through as the wrong answer, but if I choose quiz, it's come as the correct answer. So that's for the basic multiple choice questions. If I want to add another question, I'm back on my notepad file here with my GIF format. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this question here. I'm going to do a space and then copy it back in again. And now I'm going to change this question to whatever I want. So I can say which of these Moodle functions is related to assignments. And the correct answer is going to be upload a single file. And we can even just keep the same options in there. But one of the things I want to show you as well is how to put feedback. So if I put feedback on any of these answers, I can press space and do a hash. And then anything after the hash is going to be feedback. So I'm going to say excellent, correct in here. And I can put feedback in for wrong answers as well. So let's say after the files option, I can put hash and say wrong answer, files is not relevant to assignments. Okay, so all I need to do now is save this again and go back to Moodle. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete the one we'd imported in before so you can see both of them come in this time. I do the same process. I go to the tab along the top where it says import and I choose gift format and browse to my file and then choose upload this file. Okay, so it said parsing questions from import file, importing 2 questions from file. Which of these is an activity in Moodle and which of these Moodle functions is related to assignments? And we now have these 2 questions in here. Again, they're both multiple choice type. And let's say if I preview my second one that I put the feedback on, which of these Moodle functions is related to assignments? If I choose files, which we put the incorrect feedback on, it says incorrect, and we can see here wrong answer, files is not relevant to assignments. But if we choose upload a single file, it's correct, and the feedback of excellent and correct is put in there. Okay. What we'll look at now, I'll look at a couple of the other types, and we'll look at comparing it with the Moodle docs page and how we can just copy the example and change the answer. Okay, so the next one we'll look at is short answers. So I've gone back to my Moodle docs. Again, if we scroll down to short answer, it's using the same example, who's buried in Grant's tomb. But with the short answer, the student will get a small box where they can type a word or a few words into, and then those words that they type are compared against the possible correct responses that you've said are available to them. So in this example, who's buried in Grant's tomb, you're happy to accept the answer of Grant, or Ulysses S. Grant, or Ulysses Grant. Any of those 3 answers you're happy with as a correct answer. So I'm going to copy this across again into my notepad file. And we'll keep the other 2 in there because we'll delete and we'll see all of them getting imported together. But I can paste that one in there. So who's buried in Grant's tomb? And these are the 3 correct answers. So I'm just going to put another question in there. So I'm going to say name a method of so name a method of getting files and activities from another course into your course. And I'm happy to accept for this, restore. I'm also happy to accept backup and restore. And I'm also happy to accept import. Okay, so again, I'll just save that file. And if I go back to Moodle and into the questions, I'll delete these again. And we'll do the same process of importing. So we go to import. We choose gift format. And we scroll down and browse to the file we've created. and upload this file. Okay, so we've now imported 3 questions. And I'll click continue, and we can see the 3 questions in here, but we can see 2 of them are multiple choice and 1 of them is a short answer. Okay, so if we now have a preview of this new question we've brought in, we can see here, name a method of getting files and activities from another course into your course. If I choose grades for that, it's incorrect. But if I choose restore, that would be correct. And if I choose import, that would be correct as well. Okay, so we'll look at one last one here, and if we look at the matching pairs. So again, I just need to copy the example on Moodle.org. I'm going to go into Notepad again and just paste that in. And I'm going to change this question to match the Moodle task with the relevant section. So I'm going to say display a directory, and that is in the added resource section. And then I'm going to say the next one to be database is in the added activity section. And we'll say files is in site administration. And let's say blog tags is in blocks. So these pairs match each other, and then Moodle will mix them up. Okay, so again, just the same process. I'm going to go to File and Save. I'm going to go back into Moodle and into my question bank. Again, we'll delete all these just so we can see all 4 going in. And we can click on Import along the top, choose GIF format, and then browse to the file. Upload this, and we have import 4 questions from file, and our last one we've added there, match the Moodle task with the relevant section. We can again see it's a different type, it's a matching type there. So if I click on preview, we can see the 4 things down the left hand side, match the Moodle task with the relevant section. And so I can see database is add an activity, files is site admin, blog tags is blocks, and display directory is add a resource. And I click submit, and we've got that correct. So that's how to use GIF format to import your questions into your quizzes. The feedback is very limited, so it is one thing to be aware of. You can do so much more with feedback using the questions in Moodle. Using things like embedded YouTube videos as feedback, you can embed your own videos, you can have web links and so much more text in there to provide real formative assessment with use of good feedback. But this is a good way of getting a large amount of questions into the database, into your quiz module quickly and easily.